from the birthplace of the game itself, EA Sports so proud to join you from the Hall of Fame city of Canton, Ohio. It's all about divisional matchups on this final day of the regular season, and we've got a compelling one in store here, as it'll be our visitors taking on our home team. On the visitors' sideline, their head coach. His guys are in the midst of really an incredibly impressive run. Only one loss here in the latter stages of the season. On the other side, the head coach of the home team. His guys ready to feed off the energy in this building as they try to win one in front of the home crowd. Just about time to rock as Toe gets ready to meet leather. And we are underway from Canton. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And leading them out there, we get a look at their 6'3" quarterback.
I like this guy. And the reason I do, he tends to stand an even keel. Doesn't let too much ruffle him. He will manage the game the way it needs to be managed, take what the defense gives him, and then
there he goes, right side. Inside the 20. Touchdown. A great effort there with his 4th rushing touchdown of the year. And his guys have taken a first-quarter lead. They said they wanted to have some explosive runs. How about that one to start the game?
And I would say on the defensive sideline, there's a lot to answer for. Because you spend all week saying, stop the run. I don't care who you're playing. You don't want to get run over. You don't want to get run past. And they have both. Over-committing in the secondary, and he just went stepping past them and is still running, essentially.
One play, and he hits pay dirt. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. So now we'll get a look at the other offensive unit as they come out for their first possession. And they'll be led out by their rookie quarterback, the former Aztec from San Diego State.
And the tendency for most of these guys is to want to match things right away because they have a lot of confidence in their talent, too. They just saw a big strike against their team, and you know they're thinking to themselves, I can get this back right now on one play. Well, if it's there, you take it, but otherwise, just go ahead and calm your team down. Run the offense, get things going, and see how things settle in.
And he's going to be brought down here in the backfield. Well, a tough situation to overcome here. 3rd and 17. Now back to throw. He's going to air one out. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. And they'll send out their punter now. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. A nice return that time of about 14 yards. And out will come the offense as they take over. Here comes the Canton offense to set up shop. Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
Number 89. A gain of 9 brings up 2nd and 1. At the 47-yard line.
Now a handoff up the middle. Higgins. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. That one a first down pickup of 8.
First and 10 at the 45-yard line.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I bet the offensive linemen said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the first down. They love being physical.
Yeah, he'll work free from one tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down from the 41. Here's 2nd and 6.
At the 41-yard line.
They'll set up to throw. That completes it again to Metcalf. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
First and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Now he'll tuck this and run. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. Able to find a lot of empty space there, picking up the first down at a 21-yard gain.
First and goal at the 4-yard line.
Oh, how about this on first and goal? And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line. Second and goal. Back to throw. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Now we got third and goal coming up, and couldn't you imagine being in that little partner? You know they're looking at each other saying, we can't come away with just 3 points after this drive.
Yeah, they've covered a lot of ground. They want more than that 3. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
A good job in coverage there. They took away his top read on the play, so he went through his progressions and ended up settling on his running back who scored on their last possession, but the coverage held. It goes incomplete.
So another scoring drive there, Charles, and an early 2-score lead.
You'd like the 6 there, partner, but you'll take the 3, and I think they have to be happy about the way they moved the ball in these first 2 drives. They have to feel good about their opportunities the rest of the game.
And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. Toronto's offense ready to take over. And there, of course, was a lot of talk about this ball game coming into play. 2 division leaders in the AFC. Could this be a potential playoff preview down the line?
Yeah, and I think when you talk about the talk about this game coming into play, you're talking about me because I blew up your phone all week prior to this one. I'm so excited about this game because to me, it's not out of the realm of possibility that these 2 teams see each other again down the road. I like this matchup. They match up very well against each other.
Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29. And in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. On third down, he'll drop to throw. To the right side and intercepted. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line. When the rookie QB gets his first touchdown pass, that's one you put in the trophy case. First career interception, that's going to be one he wants to forget.
Yeah, and he's not going to go ask for the football, right? No. You can keep that one. The key for him, what does he learn from it? When he watches the tape, does he have an answer right now where he already understands what mistake he made? That's what the coaches are going to want to know, and that's what they'll grill him on and see how he grows from it.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. He's got his man. It's Andrews. From the 25, here's 2nd and 6.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
The play action fake. They'll look to throw. Open man is Higgins. And he's into the end zone for the receiving touchdown. A great play there. His 9th touchdown of the season. And his guy's now an extra point away from taking a 3-score lead. Getting your back involved, what's the importance there in the passing game?
Well, oftentimes you can create mismatches because who's going to cover? And you get him into space, which is where he likes to operate with the ball in his hands. Oftentimes makes people miss, gets that run after the catch, and off he goes.
Into the end zone. Point after, right down the middle. And that makes our score 17-0. 17-0 our score as they kick this one away. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Toronto's offense ready to take over. Still in the first half, but this offense has struggled. Haven't really been able to get anything going, not only in the points category, but in the yards category. We'll see if they can do better here on this drive. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down.
It's second down and 10.
They'll drop to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like right at the 40. And the clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter.
First and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Now our first carry here for the running back. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Second and 10.
Second and 10 at the 40-yard line.
From the gun, they'll try to run it. Nice little juke. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
He'll drop to throw. Wide open receiver, complete. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
7-yard line.
Well, these guys certainly need something good to go their way because this first quarter has been something of a disaster for them trying to move the ball. But that completion there maybe can get them focused and moving in the right direction.
And they'll have it in the red zone before it crosses over out of bounds. So the ball down to the 16 here for first and 10.
At the 16-yard line.
They'll look to throw here. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he will take this one in for a touchdown. A 15-yard touchdown grab. And his guys are able to cut into that deficit. So they get their tight end away from the line to the outside, and he works his way in for 6.
Tight ends are not just blockers anymore. I don't know how many more times we need examples, but here's a great one. Gets to the outside, they give him the ball pretty quickly, and they trust him to get those extra yards. And boy, did he come through, bowling his way into the end zone after the nice catch.
Extra point right down the middle, and that'll cut the lead to 17-7. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The home team's offense and their quarterback set to take the field once more. And he's off to a fast start throwing the football. Pretty good numbers already for just the first quarter of play. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They have to be pleased with the way that they've moved the football thus far.
And why wouldn't they be? 2 touchdowns on a field goal in their first 3 possessions. They're playing so well right now, the field goal probably feels like a disappointment.
Second and 10.
They'll find Metcalf. So just 3 yards on the completion there. And now third down and 6 to go. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Out of the gun now on third down. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's fourth down. So they bring out their punter as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. So possession goes over here on the punt. And they will take over first and 10. Looking to put a drive together. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And it pushes way forward to about the 32. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves them with a 2nd and 3. Another fine carry from the NFL's rushing leader and quarterbacks typically dominating the MVP balloting, but I think you got to give this guy serious consideration, don't you?
I agree totally. I mean, he's leading the league in rushing, and let's face it, partner, the running back renaissance in the NFL, it's real, and it's really helping teams along the way. He's a prime example. Got to give him strong consideration for MVP talk.
Now 3rd down and 7. He'll look to throw. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. First catch for him. It's good for a dozen and a first down.
As far as tight ends go, this guy's not a speed burner. He's much more of an inline blocking type of a tight end. But how about this last play? Made a nice catch and picked up the first down.
That's what impresses me about him. When he's called upon, he usually gets it done. A minimal gain as we tick down inside of a minute remaining in the opening quarter. Now 2nd and 9.
At the 40-yard line.
They'll look to throw. Under pressure, and down he goes. It'll go in the books as a 7-yard loss on the sack, and it's 3rd down. We had a pretty good idea that they were going to pressure this young quarterback, and that's now 2 sacks here in the first quarter.
And, yeah, this is a secret to exactly nobody, because if you're a rookie quarterback, you know you're going to see pressure. Defenses want to see how you're going to handle it, or if it forces you into making...
That's caught inside the 20. And he will finally be taken out of bounds as it's an enormous play there on the final snap of this first quarter. Second quarter now, Toronto in possession of the football as they go to work on a 1st and goal. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he's able to push his way forward somehow for a gain of about 2 yards. 2nd down now. The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on 2nd and goal.
Cowboy 80. Panther 60. Panther 60. Hot go.
And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And he gets him a little bit closer. He takes it from the 6 inside the 5 to the 4. He'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. Touchdown. From 3 yards out. And his guys are able to make this a close game again.
That wasn't just toughness we just saw. That was concentration. Knew the hit was coming, yet the quarterback hung in there and delivered it downfield. The end result, 6 points for his team.
No going for 2. They'll kick the point after. Extra point splits the uprights, and it leads down to a field goal at 17-14.
Visitors, 14.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. And the Canton offense takes over once again. And Charles, a very uninspired effort. The last time we saw them out there was a quick 3-and-out, then they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. They'll give him 4 yards there, and it's second down.
4 yards on the pickup.
They'll set up a throw. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled.
First down. First and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Now a play fake here on first down. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. So we're at the 41, second and 9.
At the 41-yard line. 1 yard gain.
Back to throw again. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down.
Brings up 3rd and 4.
And they'll send the tight end in motion here. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And unable to connect, incomplete. I'll give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. And on now is the punter, as he'll kick it away for the second time. And they won't get a chance to bring this one back. It goes out of bounds, back near their own 20. Toronto's offense ready to take over. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
The catch and run, good for 24 yards. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Looking to throw. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5 at the 42-yard line.
Again, he'll drop to throw. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd and 5.
They'll look to throw again. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. First time these two have hooked up this afternoon, and it's a first down.
It's a gain of 6. First down, Toronto.
Now a handoff looking right. Nothing doing. Barely able to muster a yard to hit the 35. 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
Out of the gun. They'll look to throw. Looking left side, and it's complete. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10.
First and 10 at the 11-yard line.
What a drive this has been, just chewing up the yardage, and here's one of their best plays yet as they finally get down into the red zone and look to finish this off with 6.
Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down.
But as a wideout, when you take that handoff and you're coming around the edge, you're expecting to see nothing but empty space in front of you. But if not,
well, things can go south. And it's caught. Touchdown. From 13 yards out. And his guys have taken the lead. Charles, every time that he makes one of these plays, I think the front office, they get a bigger and bigger collective smile because they feel more confident that they have found their guy, their future at quarterback.
And they should feel that way. It's obvious he's a big part of why they have such a good record this season. You're right about the bright future as well, and by association, a bright future for the franchise too.
Point after, right down the middle. And that will make this a 4-point game. Out is is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. Here comes the Canton offense to set up shop. Defense got the better of them last series, forcing a punt. See if they make a few changes in the game plan here and try to get points out of this drive. 1st and 10. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
It's now 2nd and 10.
He'll look to throw. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. They'll go to the air here on 3rd and 2. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field.
In the back. Offense.
Two yards still to go. 3rd down now. Now back to throw. He's got his target. That's complete. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
From the gun, he'll hand this off. And they'll get this just to the 47. 1-yard gain. And now it looks like we're going to get a timeout here. We've got a man shaken up. Now this is just the last thing you want to see in the final week of the regular season. Well, I hope he's okay. We'll step aside and be right back. Here's 2nd and 8. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up 3rd down.
And 8 yards to go.
They're going to look to throw. That is caught. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 85 catches for him on the year now, and the result there is a 1st down.
36-yard line.
Up the middle they go. It's Higgins. And how about the quick feet there as he made a man miss on his way to a solid gain of 7.
8 yards.
2 yards to go, 2nd down.
2nd and 2.
They'll keep it on the ground. It's Higgins. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
1st down. 1st and 10 at the 19-yard line.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
On 1st down, they'll run it on the draw play. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
At the 22-yard line.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Over the middle, complete. It's Delgado. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. That gain of 15 gets him on the doorstep, 1st and goal. Now a timeout called for by the defense. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the 1st down. Back to throw here. Touchdown! A great effort there. With his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And his guys are going to retake the lead. These two teams in this first half, it's been fun. Back and forth, back and forth. Well, it's not fun for the defensive coordinators, but offensive coordinators are enjoying it.
Yeah, they're having streaks here, aren't they? Being able to put scores together and really bunch them up, and we have a tight game here. You know, we often talk about having the right shoes for the right turf. Today it's track shoes, because that's what we've seen with these offenses.
Yeah, it's been an absolute track meet so far, and fun to watch. Extra point right down the middle, and that gives them a 3-point lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Gets past one man. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. The visitors' offense and their quarterback headed out for this next possession. And he's had things all his way in this first half. The numbers sensational as he'll look to add to them with another drive here. He'll pick up 7 there on the first down keeper. Here's 2nd and 3.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 31-yard line.
On play action, they'll throw. Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line.
Well, it's not the first time we've seen him give one up here during his rookie season. And in this case, zone coverage forced the mistake. He's made some strides week to week in how he's handling the different type of coverages that he's seeing. But clearly, there's some growing still to do.
Here comes the Canton offense to set up shop. And now following that turnover, they've got an opportunity here to try to cash in with good field position before intermission. They'll come out throwing here on first down. Called a gain of 3 on the play, and that'll make it 2nd down. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they talk it over, we step aside. Snap will come from the 31 on 2nd and 7. Back to throw. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And out of bounds right around the 20.
Holding offense.
Temporarily out of field goal range now as they come up on a 2nd and long after the holding call. They'll set up to throw. Over the middle, that's caught by Metcalf. Not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the first. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. Now a 2nd timeout called for by the defense as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. And that will add 3 more to their lead. It pushes it up to 6. So the interception set him up with terrific field position, but 3 points, the end result.
Yeah, we can make this one pretty simple, partner. You always want to end drives with points, but that's one that you're going to look back on and probably say, we should have done better there.
And he'll give it up past the 20 to about the 22. The visitors' offense and their running back getting ready to go back to work. And he has been a big component of the passing game so far. You see the numbers for this first half. This defense is going to need to find some way to key in on him because he is eating them up right now. Well, indeed, trying to run it out as they start on the ground. And defensively, they're just looking to keep him contained as they're able to get him down. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. They'll keep it on the ground again here. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled.
That's good for a Toronto first down.
They'll throw now on the final play. And he fends him off. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play.
Okay, Brandon, thank you. Welcome in, everyone. Scott Hansen here on the 5th Floor Studios. A little abridged version of the halftime report here, as both defensive coordinators might be having speaks with their players. That begs the question, can any defense get a stop in the second half? To find out, let's go back out to the stadium and join our commentary team, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Scott, great work as always. We'll see what the second half brings here. These two defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads at intermission. These offenses, they have had their way so far. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26.
26-yard line.
Looking to put a drive together. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
It leads to 2nd and 10.
They'll drop to throw. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Hands it off out of the gun. And bulldozing his way through. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 58 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game. Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. Now he's able to break through one tackle, but it slowed him down enough that he could only manage getting back to the line of scrimmage. Here's 2nd and 10.
At the 48-yard line.
The play action fake. They'll look to throw. And they're going to get him. He's taken down for a sack. Back at the 47-yard line. More than one defender there, and that's a loss of 5 on the sack. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Under pressure, they got him again. Taken down for the 5th time this game. Multiple defenders there to get him. This defense, they just continue to feast. 5 sacks now as a unit. It's been quite an afternoon getting to the quarterback.
And we're seeing it come from a variety of places as well. Sometimes just the guys up front getting to them. Other times you add extra guys rushing the quarterback, twists and stunts. It's been a variety, and they've had no way of blocking them.
Looking to put a drive together. They'll send a receiver here in motion right. They'll start on the ground here on first down. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. The rush defense stout on first down. Here's 2nd and 10 from the 20.
At the 20-yard line.
They'll look to throw here. They'll find Metcalf. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Only a yard on the sneak, not enough, and he's a few inches short for 4th down. And they bring their punter out there now as he's on to kick it away. And the fair catch is made at about the 27-yard line. This offense and their running back headed back onto the field. And you have to imagine this defense saying, how do we stop this guy? He has run roughshod through him to this point in the 3rd quarter. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And our game's hit a little bit of a wall here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old-school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is, can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive. They need 2. Here's 3rd down. He'll look to throw. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. 85 catches for him on the year now, and the result there is a first down.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them, and these guys have been taking advantage so far.
And a pretty athletic run right there as he's going to get this down inside the 40. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down.
Most of their damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns, but guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
Right back to him on first down. Good footwork at the 30. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. 107 yards. On the ground as he goes over the century mark here. I'd say he's ready for the playoffs ahead, no doubt. They'll try to run this one in. And he is into the end zone for a touchdown. It's a 1-yard touchdown run. And his guys are an extra point away now from taking the lead.
And maybe that's the magic touch right there. They didn't use him at all in the first half, at least running the football. But here they entrust him with some work down in the red zone, and he responds. 1 carry, 1 touchdown.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that will put them on top here in the 3rd.
Our home team, 27.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Shifts by him. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. Here comes the Canton offense to set up shop. Over on the sideline, hoping to hit that reset button between possessions. Last time out, they had to punt it away. This time, hoping to finish this thing off in the end zone. This one complete to his fullback out of the backfield. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40.
First and 10 at the 40-yard line.
They go play action here on first down. And he's got his big wide receiver complete. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped.
First down. First and 10 at the 39-yard line.
They'll look to throw now on first down. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
Brings up second and 10.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. It goes as a loss of 6. And now third down.
Back at the 45-yard line.
We'll see where they go for this play call. Obviously tough in this spot, backed up. They'll look to throw. This one into the hands of Metcalf. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And it'll be fourth down.
That's certainly playing down in distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath by all means.
So now they're going to send out the field goal unit to, as they say, fire away from long distance. And he missed it. It's no good. And that'll keep this a 1-point game.
Well, Brandon, anything beyond 50, you start rolling the dice a bit. And once you get up around 57, 58 yards, the chances of making it go down dramatically. And sure enough, this one winds up no good.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And now last drive so successful with the ground game, ending in a touchdown. Do you stick with that formula?
That would be the #1 thing you would think of. But so many guys now will look at it and say, we've got them set up so well for play action. Now's the time to take a shot.
Yeah.
But, you know, there was a big-time coach in the state of Ohio who once said, if you throw the ball, if you put it in the air, 3 things can happen, and 2 of them are bad. He would have kissed it on the ground.
They work now on 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
Looking to throw. Looking middle, and that's complete. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
For a Toronto first down. A gain of 9 yards. First down.
That's out to the left flat and complete. Ball on the 30 now. Here's a 2nd and 8.
2 yards on the pickup.
They'll set up a throw. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 3rd and 1.
Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage.
Toronto.
At 5 yards on the play there, it's a drive will continue.
And the Toronto first down.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he'll be taken down after a minimal pickup, and that will take us to the end of quarter number 3. Back now in the home of the Pro Football Hall of Fame, Canton, Ohio. This one's still anybody's ball game. It's a 1-point difference here as we begin the 4th quarter of play. He'll look to throw. And they're going to lose some on this play. Being knocked back to the 18. Play number 9 on the drive coming up, and they need 9 yards on 3rd down. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And he's wrapped up, taken down, back at the 25. And the defense coming through on 3rd down, a loss of 7 to bring up 4th. And the 14-year trusty veteran able to knock it through, and the drive will wind up yielding 3. So they get to 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now, because they feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down. The Canton offense takes over once again. Looking to put a drive together. Now a play fake here on 1st down. Looking left side, Andrews with it complete. 16 yards right off the bat and a 1st down.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Now again, right side, Higgins. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
He was brought down at his 49-yard line. It's a gain of 5.
They'll keep it on the ground. It's Higgins. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1.
36-yard line. That's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and 1.
The offense on 3rd down, they've struggled to the tune of 2 for 8 so far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. They'll go with a keeper. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. 2 yards is the pickup, and that'll be good enough for the first. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete. Now a 2nd and 10. Now back to throw. And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to third down. Now, right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. He's going to float this one deep right side. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up fourth down. On fourth down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. And this is a beauty as that ball's going to angle out at the 6-yard line. This offense headed back out, captained, of course, by their quarterback. And he enters this final weekend of the regular season as the NFL's leader in touchdown passes. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They have the lead, obviously, late in the game. I guess the good news for them is if for some reason they would make a mistake, a field goal does the opposition no good.
Everyone loves to have a little bit of a cushion, and that helps you immeasurably. But the bottom line...
And he coughs up the football near his own goal line. And this will be gathered up in the end zone. And that's a defensive touchdown. And a big turning point here in the second half, Charles, after that play.
All you're trying to do is change momentum, flip things around for your team. You're just trying to take the ball away. How about when you take it away and score? That really changes things.
Now an important extra point here to stretch this lead to a field goal. He's got it, and this is indeed up to a 3-point lead. The scoop and score, always an exciting play in football, and we witnessed it there, grabbing it off the ground and then rumbling it into the end zone for 6. So here's the kickoff now as he'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. This offense making its way back out, led by their running back. And you can see he leads the league in rushing as he enters this final week. So we'll see how involved they want him to be here in this regular season finale. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup.
Brandon, we just saw the benefits of being able to run the ball successfully. They pick up 4 yards on that carry. So now if you're a play caller, you can do just about anything you want, but on the defensive side of the ball, you're scrambling a little bit. Now you're behind, trying to figure out, do I need to blitz him? Do I need to pressure him? How do I gain an advantage on this snap?
First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Here's a fake on a jet sweep, and instead a give up the middle. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. So their task a little bit more difficult now. 2nd and 13 that they're walking up on. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And this will be caught by his big wide receiver. And he's got this down to the 35. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
First and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me. I'm going to keep firing.
The completion, but they go in the wrong direction. A loss of yards, and now they're dealing with a 2nd and long.
He steps out of bounds behind the line.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Can't get away, and he's taken down. This is getting ridiculous. 8 sacks now. That time multiple guys get to it.
Well, this has turned into an absolute week to forget for this quarterback. Multiple sacks. Pair that with multiple turnovers. As far as he's concerned, if he ever sees this defense again, it'll be way too soon.
They're going to look to throw. And he is going to lose yardage here. Going to be a loss of 6 yards on the play. And that's going to make it 4th down.
Excuse my snarkiness here, but isn't the idea of completing a pass supposed to mean you get downfield and gain yards?
Especially on 3rd down.
Yeah, that one. How about the defense? Figured that one out in a big way. Yeah, they completed it all right and lost yardage.
And this will be out of bounds, and they spot it at the 15-yard line. Not too bad. The Canton offense takes over once again. Their defense got the stop, forced the punt, and now you really start to monitor the clock as they nurse this slim lead. In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. Buried by multiple defenders on the drive's first play.
Pressure can come from all over when you're plotting a defensive strategy. On that particular play, it just came from the outside.
Back to throw here. And the most curious way there to burn some clock. That was wild. And at the end of all that, it winds up a safety.
All right, partner, deuce is wild on this sequence. 2 plays, 2 sacks, and now 2 points thanks to the safety. Offensively, there just didn't seem to be much of a plan when they came out on attack. That let the defense create a little chaos up front and set up one of their guys to make a play and get through and record the sack.
And remember, following the safety, you give the football up as well, and they free kick it from the 20 now. This is taken at the 15. And now it looks like we're going to get a timeout here. We've got a man shaken up. And this is certainly not what you want to see in the final week of the year. We'll be back. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Their defense accomplished step 1 of the mission. They forced the punt. Now they'll look to erase that deficit and take a fourth-quarter lead. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. That'll go as a pickup of 32 on the catch and run.
First down, Toronto.
So another on-target throw, and that last one, Charles, going to put him up over 5,000 yards passing out for the season, and that is not an insignificant number.
Indeed it is not, because this is not a big list, and most of the guys on it, Drew Brees, Peyton Manning, Tom Brady, Dan Marino, they either are or will be Hall of Famers. Another carry for their leader, and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere.
A gain of a yard brings up 2nd and 9.
And here's a handoff out of the gun. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. Fourth quarter, 2 minutes on the clock in a tight 1-point game. So it's our visitors with a football as we get you reset. They face a critical 3rd down now, needing a score here in the late going. And that will be incomplete.
With that incompletion, reality is staring them right in the face. This entire game is down to the next snap.
And this one is right down the middle. So add 3, all told, after the safety, it's a 5-point swing, but that could have turned out much worse.
Well, you don't want to say no harm, no foul, but I do believe you're right. A 9-point swing hurts. 5 points, much more manageable, especially in a tight game like this.
And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. The situation for him offensively as follows. Down by 2, a little under a minute 50 remaining. A chance to end this season with a bang as they come up with a 1st and 10. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
A 6-yard pickup.
He's back to throw. Pass complete to Higgins. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Gets by him, and now a little daylight. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Plenty of time and 2 timeouts still at their disposal. 1st and 10 here. Now a first carry for their fullback. Now a second timeout called for by the defense. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Here comes 2nd down.